How's it going, guys? This vehicle has had quite a lot of work done. We've done some scratch repair to it. The exterior got a coating, protection. We're going to, right now, clean condition and protect the interior. And as usual, we're using QP-On. We're using the 2.0. I'll show you we've done many interior cleanings here on the channel here, so I'm just going to quick breeze you through the routine and get to the protection part. So let's get it done. Okay, we have a very spacious crew cab here. Before we do any kind of protection at all, we need to do a thorough cleaning. And we've done plenty of interior cleanings on the channel here, so we're just going to breeze through it. I'm just going to show you quickly how we get the interiors ready for the complete protection, QP-On protection. Okay, this truck is only about 4 or 5 months old, so something like this, the majority of the cleaning is going to be done by forced air, because most of the dirt accumulated in something this new is going to be light dust, and then whatever has fallen onto the rug. So as you can see here, we're blowing plenty of crud and dirt from underneath the seats, between the seats and the center console. I mean, here at the shop, forced air is a huge part of almost every detail that we do. And it's just as important here at all the cracks and the creases and crevices of the dash, the center console, the vents, the controls. And the goal, as the first step, is to get all the loose dirt, all the loose dust, down onto the rug for a quick vac, and then all of that stuff is out of there and we can move on. Something very important I do, especially with leather seats this new, the vac or any of attachments from the vac won't get anywhere near it. It will be the seams and the stitching. Everything will be spread apart and it will be blown clean by forced air, and nothing will get in contact with it before any kind of conditioning or protection is applied. It's very important to get all the sand or dust or dirt from out in between the creases, crevices in the leather seats, the seams. Because a driver or passengers sliding in and out are going to move that leather and rub it together, and if there's dirt or sand or anything in between the creases and the cracks, they're going to rub together, rub against the dirt, and that's going to start some serious wear and tear, premature wear and tear on those brand new leather seats. Another thing I like to do in the corners and seams of the interior is get forced air and blow it up into the vac. It's impossible to catch everything, but it kind of handles getting some of that stuff airborne again. Now we're going to get back there and pick up everything that we have forced out from underneath the seats, between the seat and the center console, which was surprisingly a little bit more than I expected. But like I said, compressed air is huge here for interior detailing. We want the seat belts to be fresh and smell good when they're pulled across the bodies of the driver and passengers here. So I'm going to get a solution on here first. This is a little bit of the diluted fresh scent Simple Green. This is a chemical that's coming up on the cleaner degreaser, so I'm not going to reveal too much on it, but then I'm going to release the steamer on it and get the seat belt and then let them retract back in. My steamer has a boar's hair or horse hair or whatever hair from something. So when I go for the perforated seats and clean those, and there's something stuck in there, I'm just going to quick hit it with steam from about 6 inches away, no closer. come in with the treated horsehair or boar's hair or whatever it is, and then come in, finish it off with my forced air. And I haven't been able to unclog one of those perforated seats using that method. When it comes to the vents, I have a solution that I made up that I force down into the vents. It kills mold, mildew, and controls that, and gives a nice fresh scent for a long period of time to come. All right, time to hit the carpets, and first layer is going to be the Tide Cold Water Clean, and I'm going to layer that with a foamer. The interior is completely covered with WeatherTech, so there was hardly anything to really scrub. It was just all loose dust and dirt. So all we need to do is vac this back up, and it'll leave a nice, fresh smelling carpet. When it comes to cleaning the hard surfaces, before we grab the protection and mix up the protection solution, we're going to just spray it simply onto a clean microfiber towel and go over the areas. There's really not much to scrub here, no marks to remove. So it's just pretty much a freshening up. So I have a mild APC that has a fresh smell to it. So we're going to go around and treat all the hard surfaces with that first. Again, following up with compressed air. We want no water droplets. We want no moisture whatsoever before protection comes. And then we're going to jump to the dash and center console. When it comes to the sensitive cover over the instrument cluster, we want to use this very, how can I say, soft bristled dusting brush here. And then we're going to jump to the steering wheel with a little bit more aggressive detailing brush and get in and around all the controls where there's fingerprints everywhere. And again, we're going to follow up with compressed air. We want it perfectly clean. We want no moisture whatsoever. We want it clean and dry before protection comes. I want to get all the vent flaps with the detail brush and then get my solution, my mold and mildew solution, and force that down in every one of the vents. And then we're going to go to the center console controls, the touch screen, and cup holders and center console. And we're ready to protect. Not until we carefully freshen up the headliner. I'm going to hold this steamer with the temperature and steam down a little bit, about 6-7 inches away from the headliner. I'm going to have a microfiber slightly dampened with diluted Tide Cold Water Clean, diluted 10-1. And we're just going to freshen up and give the headliner a little bit of a fresh scent. And we are finally ready to mix up the protection solution. This is the Cupion 2.0. It's going to be mixed at 5%, so 20-1. And in this little application bottle, it's just going to be the very bottom layer, actually almost up to the first line. So with the ratio there, you can kind of take into consideration the profit margin you're going to make off this one bottle of the Cupion 2.0. So we are now mixed and we are ready to protect, and it's going to be simple. We're going to dampen a microfiber front and back. We're going to get it nice and damp, and all we're going to do is spray into the microfiber and spread out onto any hard surface on the interior. I always start with the door panels here. For the sake of the length of the video, I'm going to speed things up here a bit at certain times. But we definitely want to get the surfaces of the door panel, and then do not forget the painted surface of the door jambs around it as well. And especially the holding compartments. You never know what's going to go in there, so we want to protect that. And in case there's any kind of spills in there, it'll be easy for me to clean next time it comes in a couple months. When it comes to the seats, I make sure I have a dry, clean microfiber up over my shoulders, because after I protect, on the leather, especially leather or vinyl seats. I'm going to mop up after with a clean, dry microfiber, especially on the driver's seat, just to minimize sliding around, even though you're supposed to have a seat belt on. I don't want anybody sliding down onto the floor. So we're going to do that to the backrest as well. This kind of protection has been crucial on the vinyl and leather seats that I take care of. I don't see any kind of transfer. Wear and tear is minimalized, especially if you put it on the center console armrest, where you get all the body oils from arms and whatever else might be leaning on it. And we're going to jump to the back and do the same thing. There's children that get carted around in the back of this vehicle, so we're going to get an extra heavy layer of protection back here. There's some quite important areas to concentrate on back here. Not only just the surface of the leather seats here, because of spills that are going to come. They're almost unstoppable. And especially the back of the front seat here, where there's going to be sneakers and shoes kicking and resting upon, and the center console vents and controls. Getting the touchscreen command center up front here has been important, cutting down on fingerprints or even light scratches and scuffs on the screen itself. And then getting the controls for the temperature, radio controls, and whatever else might be up there is important as well. All right, guys. After a long day, the truck is protected. Looks fantastic. Every single inch of it is protected. It's ready to go out to the world. It's ready for the family to jump back into it. Most importantly, when it comes back to me in about 2 or 3 months, it'll be a piece of cake to clean and get back out there again. I urge you guys to look into this product if you have a shop or you're mobile, because it's a piece of cake to apply, easy to upsell. When it does come back in for maintenance, you're going to freshen it up with either the 2.1 or the 3.0. And that's an even quicker application than this stuff is. All right, so again, the QPion system protects every hard surface you could possibly think of. External, internal automobile, home, business, anything you could think of. So we have this entire interior protected, and we can now send it on its way. It's done. We have scratch repair finished. The exterior was coated. The interior's coated. I'm just going to finish up with a couple small things, and we're going to send this on its way. But again, why you wouldn't have this in your inventory for a quick upsell for an interior or an exterior protection as quick and easy as it is to apply would be beyond me. But I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I can serve this up to my customers. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you next time.